Okay, what's up guys? Today we are going to play the new game plus for Silent Hill F. Instead of doing just a regular ass let's play though, I kind of want to try something different, maybe a different style. We'll see how it goes. It'll be more like editing for me. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to make. But yeah, we're gonna go into our new game plus, our first new game plus. We're going for a specific ending here. We're gonna try to get the Fox's wedding ending, right? Basically, there's a few things we gotta do. We gotta get the sacred sword, and we have to purify it. Then we need to get this Agura no Hote-sama. We need to solve this Crimson Water puzzle, and then we need to finish the game without using any red capsules. And that should get us the ending we want. I think you can also get, there's another ending called the Fox Wets Its Tail, which I think is big difference. I think is that you don't, instead of getting married to the fox, you get married to, I don't know, a real person. Not 100% sure, but we're gonna go for that one, the Fox's wedding. So,
hey, did you know that when a girl grows up, she has to get married? It's her job.
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kind of like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
Thanks for waiting. Yuko, did something happen?
Just reminiscing a little about, you know, when we were kids. You always looked out for me.
Hinako,
Here, this is for you.
beautiful. Thank you.
We will decide everything from here on out.
But dear, what about how Hinako feels?
We're never gonna get another chance like this. What could possibly make Hinako happier? Nothing. Where do you think you're going? We're not done here, young lady.
But still, that Hinako would...
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please, keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
There's no way. Never.
alrighty, just in the intro, the big difference is gonna be that the kind of driving force here is not Hinako just being boyish and wanting to be against her parents. Now it's kind of her dad is arranging a marriage, I guess for monetary reasons, so that the family can get rid of their debt. And Hinako just doesn't want to get married, right? She does not want to do that. So let's see what else is going on different here. All right, so this is the second time I'm recording this. We got some growing pains in this new style, but all right. So as we play, there's a new things I think in the world that's different than the first playthrough. And some of the things is these notes, right? So I'm gonna try to read the new notes out. We'll watch the new cutscenes, and then I'll explain like things that are different. I think I'll try. But here is one of the notes. So a local's doctor's note: a fox's wedding is a common expression used for times when it rains while the sun is still shining, according to the older folk here in the city. However, they also used this expression for when a young girl was spirited away. Folklore pertaining to gods and spirits becoming infatuated with human women is not something unique to Japan and can be found across the world. In the city is no exception to this. Even here, there are of old tales of young girls being taken away on a fox's wedding and disappearing forever. During the Meiji and Taisho periods, the town elders would apparently reassure the families of missing daughters that they had been swept away by a fox lord and are now enjoying a life of luxury without a care. All right, so here's another letter. Research notes on exotic herbology. Although the most famous translated Western medical book remains the new text of anatomy on anatomy, there was a particular work by the name of Exotic Herbology, published in the 5th year of the NA era. Strange as the text was, it has largely been forgotten by history. A foreign missionary brought the text to Japan, along with a curious medicine that would supposedly allow one to speak with divine spirits. This drug came to be known as Kakura Makakakura by locals. However, in order to have contact with the gods, one must first liberate one's soul. However, upon doing so, the individual will fall into a temporary state of unconsciousness, potentially leaving them vulnerable to malevolent spirits. All right, so this is kind of describing the red pills, I believe. And I think the red pills are made from like this white flower that's like a drug. And that's kind of what's causing us to be able to talk to the fox spirit guy. So yeah, a little different. Now, here's another area that's new. This is where we start the quest for the sacred sword, right? The treasure hunting quest. So we need a key. We can't open any of these things. There's a research journal photo. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of the city. So, however it is said, the sword animosity continues to grow even if it remains buried under the earth. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they would start by looking for these little statues first. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhabits the sword's animosity. Harmony, yin and yang, the 5 elements of wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task.
Maybe the old Jizo-sama in town?
Okay,
I'll take a look.
so we need to find that for sure. We gotta first, of course, we gotta find the key for these little lock boxes. Get the balcony key, go out here, go inside this room with the balcony key, and then we get this other note, a boy's diary. I'm gonna be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm gonna become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunting sometimes takes big scary beasts and bad guys. Don't forget that they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with the girl who lives next door when mom got mad at me. She said, "What if you leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her." What's that all about? I think that girl would be really good treasure hunter though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play treasure hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her someday. Maybe he wants to marry a treasure hunting girl. Okay, so we got the key. We also got this to expand our inventory. Love that. Now we can go around and start opening these little boxes. So basically, we're going to open the notes, or boxes. They all have like little notes from the boy talking crap about they're not the treasure until we find like the actual treasure. Okay, so we got the treasure. It's a faded bride statue. And then we got to go offer it up to a Shizo, I don't know, shrine? Yeah, whatever that means. We got to do that next. So this is kind of like the clue so far for the sacred sword. So we have to find 5 of these little statues. And then in this picture we found, you can kind of see, it doesn't really show you much, but It's an area in the city. And if you kind of look on the right, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's the little mailbox. It's like a red mailbox. In this picture is black and white. I guess if they made it color, it would really mess it up. It would make it way too easy. But yeah, so we're going to go to that mailbox and drop off this little statue.
There's everyone.
So this is the little shrine. We offered up the doll and we set it down right there. See? And that's one down of the 5. So I found a Jizo statue in the mountains. The character for Suchi can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I wonder what happens if I offer something that relates to the character. While we're on topic of offering, I remember that I offered my old doll once. My ears were met with soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Okay. So, yeah. We basically got to find these little statues, I think, and offer them to these Jizo things, and then that'll help us find the sacred sword. And that's one. Might be a while before we find another one, but yeah, now we continue on the story. I believe that's it for this area that's really different up until like actual cutscenes and stuff.
Excuse me? Is anyone there? Better find another way. I remember there was a shortcut up ahead.
I do quite envy her, though. I can't believe it was her. I have to say, I'm rather jealous. Why her of all people? Shh. Someone is going to hear you.
You traitor.
Sakuko.
Where are you off to? Don't usually see you around here.
Truck was blocking the road.
Chizuru, yeah?
I just want to talk to someone.
I'll be there in a bit, okay?
You traitor. Where'd the driver go? It's torn. It's Shu.
Hey, partner.
Shu,
I,
say something.
what about you? Nothing you want to say?
Well, if you don't have anything, neither do I.
Oh, that's my Hinako. It's not like you to just let stuff happen, though. But whatever you end up choosing, you know I'll always be there for you.
Shu.
Shu, thanks for waiting. And Hinako, too.
Rinko.
What were you guys talking about?
Nothing, really.
She said that she just wanted to talk to someone.
It helped, too.
Oh, glad to be of service, ma'am. If I had known you'd be here, I would have brought that magazine you lent me.
You can hold on to it. I knew I wasn't getting it back when I lent it to you.
What's that supposed to mean? What do you think you're laughing at? You've got something of hers, too, don't you? Right?
Wait, did I borrow something? Hey, Hinako, do I get to hold on to the 500 yen I owe you too?
What happened to paying her back with interest?
I never said that. You can't prove I did.
Okay, that does it. If I lend you something, you're signing a contract to give it back.
Don't be such a meanie.
Hey, did you listen to the show last night? Yeah, but I fell asleep.
Hinako?
Sorry. What?
You trick.
Don't give up.
That hurt. Think I got this from Shu. It's just like my partner said.
All right, so after that scene, basically the only difference I could see was that like kind of the Shu and her relationship, the way they're talking is more like they actually talked a little bit. And then also it seems like he knows that she's like being set up for a marriage. He's like, you know, no matter what happens, I'll be there for you. And then this is like our first time where we can use the red pills, but we don't want to use. So I'm just going to discard them. I don't even want them. The good thing though, we got these rares from earlier. We can eat these and be healed up.
What is this place? I need to get back to Sakuko.
Is that you, Shu? Shu, Rinko?
All right, so this is like another big difference is this first area where we meet our first enemy. In the first one, the first playthrough, this is like a cutscene and stuff, but here, and I don't think we had a weapon. But now we have a weapon. We can just fight him right away. Oh God. Hell yeah, first try. So another thing different is, I guess it's for another ending. It's kind of like the joke ending. There's a UFO explanation ending. But you got to find all these radios and listen to them.
It has collapsed. The eastern route of Ibn Sugawaka is no longer available. I repeat.
So yeah, that radio is different. It's not the same like story being told, which is kind of cool. So I think we might try to find all those just to see, you know, kind of what they sound like. So there's another letter here. The local doctor's note. There are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local gods here. Even among the younger generations of this town, there are so many who believe praying to Oenari-san will soothe the pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relations to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oenari-san. So after reading this, it kind of makes me think, like, is it possible, or does the fate in the game, the more fate you have, the more faith you have, does it like actually make you heal faster or anything like that? Because reading this, that's what it kind of makes me think. Like, if you have a bunch of faith, maybe you heal faster. But maybe it could be just like saying, like, the more Emmas, you can like upgrade your faith or upgrade your stuff with more faith, I guess. Oh, this is new. There's also like new jump scares, and there's an enemy right here. Almost got me. Ah, the wall blocked me. Okay, so this area, this like little house that you kind of go through, I missed a thing before. You can get a key and go downstairs and open the back door, and there's like a perk back there that I never got. So we're gonna make sure to get that this time. But I think that's pretty much the only difference here, is that I missed something. It's not really New Game Plus special.
This isn't good. I really hope Shu and Rinko are all right.
Okay, so we also, in the second game playthrough, we have this these boxes.
What a weird box.
Right? They're like the Fox guys' special boxes. So they got notes and stuff, specialties and stuff for them in them. So the Diary of Revenge. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamato no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamato no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. And according to the city's oldest historical records, after being incapacitated, one of those heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Higa no Kuni is known as Ebisu Gaoka. There are records of toxic gas leaking from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of a poisonous water dragon stems from. However, while the local records state that Yamato no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individual put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit and falsify connections using famous literature to solidify their claim. Oh, hell yeah. And we got an Emma. Let's go. So yeah, so we'll find those more also throughout our playthrough.
What now? Rinko! My weapon's about to break.
Damn you!
Shu, where are you? Oh
All right, so we're at the save point right before like a pinnacle moment. We're gonna go ahead and save here, and then that'll be the end of part 1. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this new style for me. Something a little bit different, highly edited, a little more explanatory, but not at the same time. It still feels like a Let's Play in my mind. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.